welcome back to my channel. This is week 3 of my series of Remaking Christmas Past, and I'm giving you a really slow look of the page that I'm going to redo. And I can't believe how many photos I got on this 2-page 8.5 by 11 layout. But I'm only going to do one photo. I'm going to do the photo of the carolers. I want to focus on that because I think that is something that I haven't seen probably since then. And that photo was taken in 1993. I thought that I had my camera rolling as I was putting everything together, but obviously I didn't. So the fa la la la, I actually cut that from a cut file, and the font is from Just Nick Studio. And then the trees they're all one tree that's in different sizes, and that is from Laura Whitaker's. They're free. Those are free. I think the alpha I paid for, and I just backed it with there's like snowflake paper that is from Sweater Weather, as well as the red paper that's at the top, and then there's 2 strips at the bottom that were branding strips. And I add some stickers and some die cuts, and most of it comes from Sweater Weather. Some of it does come from the Pink Fresh December days. Like at the bottom right, you see the little sled with the gifts on it. Yeah, that comes from the December days. And all of these items I got in my clip kit. Actually, it's not, excuse me, it's not the kit itself. It was like an additional kit that you could get for December, or for Christmas actually, or the holidays, whichever way you want to look at it. And I know that most of my embellishments are right there in the middle, but I wanted to add a little something at the bottom. I wanted to add the sleigh and the little tag, and I wanted just a little spot to put the journaling, which the journaling is super easy. I get the gold stickers that came in that kit. They're from Studio Calico, and they're gold foil. And I think I've just put the word carolers, and then underneath it in a gold uniball pen I wrote from church. This photo was taken back in 1993, and we were visiting my mother-in-law, and my mother-in-law had Alzheimer's. So before she went into an Alzheimer unit, it's kind of like it's like a nursing home, I guess. And before she went into there, she lived in these apartments for seniors. And the carolers, came around, and visited some of the older people from the church. So they had come to her place, and they were singing. And, and I just never see it anymore. I don't see anybody that does it, which I think is it's kind of a nice tradition, but I don't think that my kids will ever see that. Only in the movies. So I do have a flare I just put up there by the tree, and it is a tree, and so it just kind of goes with the whole theme of the trees. I wanted the trees and the houses, and of course the outside, since I already had the trees. That's why I went ahead and put the mountains in as well. I don't always do this, but I did add some twine to my tag. I'm okay if I don't add twine or some sort of ribbon. And keep adding, and that's from that's from the Sweater Weather. And it's just a red arrow, and it says lovely on it, which is fine, but I just wanted a little bit of red element there. I've enjoyed making this series. This is my very first series I've done. I am thinking for 2018 that I will have some more series, probably related to some sketches because I really like using sketches. And I'm going to see if I can, you know, design some of my own sketches because I really do like that part of creating pages. I keep adding more stuff. That's green. I wanted to add a little bit of green at the bottom. It doesn't have, I think the presents may have a little bit of green. And I'm going to see what that little green, I have to find my page. It says, be filled with joy. And the sprinkles that I had put down were Mr. Huey, I think it's called red hot pepper or something like that. And I know a lot of people don't like to use red, but I really like the way it looks. And it doesn't look like blood to me. I guess being a nurse, that's not what it looks like. So I'm okay with that. So now I'm working on the sequins. This sequin pack was chock full. It had silver stars. It had red flat sequins. It had like a gray, sometimes they look kind of blue, flat sequins, and then this like an iridescent cup sequin. And I use a little bit of all of them all throughout the page. Now on the trees themselves that I'm placing those stars, oh my goodness, it just really makes this page sparkle. So I am so glad I used a lot of the stars on it. I'm so glad I did that. Makes them really twinkle. I put those on with Ranger. I always forget how to say it. Ranger multi-medium matte, and that way they stick really good, and when they dry it's clear. So that's my favorite adhesive that I like to use for sequins. And here are the Studio Calico foil alpha that I was talking about. It was really a pretty simple page to put together. You know, I just had to come up with what to do with all those photos, because next week is really going to be the challenge because I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I want to continue taking photos off of that 8.5 by 11 layout, but I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. So if you would like to see what I come up with, just subscribe and it will be up next Sunday. I personally don't like to do December or December documented per se. I know that the holiday times are very hectic, very busy. And I know a lot of scrappers like to document the season. I did the same thing, especially when my kids were younger, when they had all their activities, whether they did choir or band or plays, and then busy with church, and there was just, you know, family to go see, and I felt it was important to get that all in. I just chose not to do it day by day. And this year I am actually going to document the holiday season for the first time in probably a long time. Now that my kids are grown, I don't have daily activities that, you know, that keep me busy. But I do have different events I attend, you know, with parties and such. So this year I decided to do a traveler's notebook, and I will be sharing that in my monthly share at the end of December, and you can see all the pages that I've created this year for that. Now as I go over looking at what I'm doing here, I see I'm using my Pro Pen to put on some of the sequins, even though I do use the the Ranger. I apologize. I have morning throat. I haven't been up too early. I mean, too long, and I'm here by myself, so I haven't talked to anybody but the dog, and so I have a little bitty horse in my throat, I guess per se. Oh, okay. So anyway, about the Pro Pen. I like using the Pro Pen to put sequins down. I like it, the hole in the center of the sequin. I like it when the Pro Pen kind of seeps out through that. And that Ranger applicator, it has a needle tip on it that I had purchased separately. So it doesn't come like this. So just so anyone knows that if you get a little bottle of the Ranger multi-medium matte, you'll have to buy the tip separate. And it's not the tip that I use in my other bottle, because that has a smaller, the thing that screws on is too small. So I had to order it from, I think I got it from scrapbooks.com. And if anyone wants to know any more information about that, just ask below. I'm using my gold Uniball pen. And I'm at the end here. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. If you liked it, if you'll give me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate that. There are still shots at the end, and happy holidays.